And the one thing that seems to have been forgotten by everybody up until this point of time is that at that moment, when £18 billion was guaranteed for capital expenditure, policing and justice was not devolved, and there was no prospect of it being devolved. And therefore, the £18 billion capital was to be £18 billion available for the then existing government departments, not including policing and justice. £18 billion was to be made available from government resources. It was not to include the RRI loan capability. It was not to include money that we would get by way of asset disposal or indeed any other source. We were to get £18 billion over a period of 12 years for our capital expenditure. And indeed, the trajectory of the money that came to us in the years that followed was in line with that commitment, without the add-ins that the government of today is now attempting to add in. But remember what I said, that this was £18 billion for the existing government departments and not including policing and justice. This government not only includes the Reinvestment and Reform Initiative, it not only includes what we might get by way of capital receipts from asset disposal of surplus assets, but it is including the policing and justice capital budget. That policing and justice capital budget should have been on top of the £18 billion, because it was never thought of as being part of a capital allocation at the time when the £18 billion was set. And therefore, we have a clear breach, not only of the £18 billion, but they have disappeared the money for capital for policing and justice. And in the settlement that we had on policing and justice, it gave specific guarantees in relation to certain matters. The police college was one, the prison was another. So our allocation was set not only for the £18 billion, but that the capital budget for policing and justice would take account that at least we would be able to do those specific projects. All of that has gone.